go, but he's already had...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
Well, I hope you brought your... The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. That counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Considering we're outside in this sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Coliseum and 2 gladiators going at it.
You are on the losing side of this fight, and the heat is on. It's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round. Okay, I'm happy.
Here we go. It's round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting the counter punches, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punches, they're watching you every move, every twist.
And he scores with the counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. We wanted action, and they are delivering. The jab doesn't quite connect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next? The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hey, Leonard, can you believe it? Just got knocked down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
So they've looked at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. He misses with that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Leonard in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think.
You've let him back into this.
Here we go to the fourth round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss with the hook. The perfect counter lands. Nice exchange here from both men. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is...
On to the fifth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
No rest for the weary. Straight right just misses. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance without a...
Let's start the sixth. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The right hook misses. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Can't leave it up to the
There's the bell to start round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win.